excellence.
Back. Season 4, Ghetto Runways, episode 2. We need you guys to like, comment, subscribe. It's important. Just help to spread the movement. Please help us, guys. Twin, what's good?
So what's happening, baby? We're here. You know, season 4. Look, it's starting off the right way. And it's funny because we got a guy with us here today who's supposed to be on season 1, so.
Yep. I can explain myself too, but
But, you know, look, man, everybody talk about all the roots, the RSVP roots that come out of Chicago, but that leader's route is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? That leader's roots is crazy. We got Joseph Robinson, AKA Joe Freshgoods.
Thank you.
I know you got your glass, bro. How you good?
What's good, baby?
Good to see you.
How you feeling, man?
Can't complain. Happy to be here. Yeah, no, I told y'all and I'm just happy that I did it too. On some manifested shit. But you know, I wanted to get this store together. Wanted to get my little headquarters together. Now I'm good. I'm a little comfortable now in life. So here we are. Proud of my brothers. They're doing a great job with this. So.
No, ditto, man. This is a super dope fly spot, man. Speak on that, man. The inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what's going on.
Yeah. So the space is called every now and then. I had the store in West Loop for 3 years. I think over time, I just wanted to start being in a real neighborhood. I think I let the whole West Loop hype kind of get in my head in 2020. You go up the stairs, all that was on Lake Street, and I just started to feel like that wasn't, had a little rooftop, office upstairs, all that, but it didn't feel like home yet. Plus, I was just paying too much rent. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I wanted to be in the neighborhood. And then so we here now in this new space. Man, I love when people tell me it feel like my crib. You know, I think as Chicago has watched me get older, my love for art, furniture, wine, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just evolving. So like, yeah, I'm selling clothes a little bit, but I just wanted to create a space that people can hang out at, like the Leaders Days, and then a cafe. If you, I'm gonna send y'all this little screenshot so y'all can put this in there, but like, I've been tweeting about having my own cafe before it was like a thing. So I'm happy to have a cafe. It's called Josephine's. It's named after my grandma. But yeah, it's the cafe is inspired by me going to Alabama in the summertime and coming back home. So it's gonna have a little Midwest vibe from a Southern perspective. So yeah, no, that's a shop. Grand opening was every day the last 2 weeks, but the city's showing love. Feel good to be in West Town. Yeah.
That's what's
on
up.
the half, Chicago Avenue, not real West Side, but
right, but it's
side.
close enough.
2 streets, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
It's close enough. So speaking of evolution, you know what I'm saying? You mentioned something, right? And I think the people that know you got a chance to really see you evolve from the streetwear scene. I don't want to say like you're not in the streetwear scene, but they see what it could be now.
Right.
From the squad, from the I Want to Fuck Rihanna, from the Obama.
Yeah.
Speak on that, man. Speak on how it started.
Man, how it started. I feel like, to be honest with you, like I feel like the year I graduated from Lane, shout out to Lane Tech. I think, what year was White Sox won the championship? Was it 05? 06, 05, whatever. But I was, for some strange reason, I think I was working in Lincoln Park Zoo, but I ended up getting off the bus on North Avenue by mistake. And to me, I feel like that's like the pinnacle of stuff changing in Chicago. But I ended up getting off the bus by mistake. I want to say it was like North Avenue Hermitage. And saw a black dude tatted up, cool t-shirts in the shop, and my mind was blown. Like, what the hell is this? Super
Who was
cool.
that black dude, man?
Al.
Who was Al, man?
Zoe's brother.
Right.
Store was called All Chicago. What's the other name?
Oh shit.
Um,
This is go all Chicago.
All Chicago.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was the first time that I seen anything like that. Again, me from being from out west and the age I'm at, like I didn't grow up out south, so it's like I tell people all the time that's not from Chicago. It's like I was tops and bottoms, knew about the Lark, anything on Madison Pulaski, but I wasn't really, a leaders dude like that. You know what I'm saying? So I heard about leaders, but me going into the shop and meeting Al was like things clicked and changed. It was that day, and I don't know how I did it, but I ended up getting the job. You know what I'm saying, with him, and the rest is history.
Yeah. So when Al had the shop over there, right? Zoe, it was Fashion Geek already, right?
Nah, it was
So y'all won't put the
t-shirts.
Fashion Geek yet.
It was just different t-shirts.
Yeah,
You know
black
what I'm saying?
t-shirts.
It was
It was like
the
BBC
Angela
flip.
Davis.
Yeah. It was just cool
It was
because
just different tees, ideas we had, because actually there was a print shop next door. So I was able to print every week, you know what I'm saying? And people don't know, I actually got that spot because I lived upstairs. Nobody knew that. It was the Wicker Park days where it was still fucking prostitutes and shit out there. Like, chicks was walking out there naked. It was a culture shock. And I just had to get from the hundreds. And I had came down there. We was partying down that time. And I'm like, yo, I want to live down here. This was before Wicker became a thing, for real. Even when Corey was talking shit, I'm like, nah, you wasn't the first person in Wicker, bro.
Nah, because
You know what I'm
remember, we
saying?
lived down the street.
Yeah.
That's how we started messing with the print shop
Yeah.
over there when we was printing the Mayhem hoodies.
was the van
and
open
all
back
that
then
shit.
when this shit was going on? Was the van open?
The Vine wound up opening. This was, you had to be early Cinnabar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you had to be
Up
on
the street
Cinnabar,
with
yeah.
Milwaukee and
Exactly.
Pages and all them joints that was going, that was just like the vibe. That's how I got on it. I'm like, yo, this is a vibe, but nobody lived in Wicker Park. And that's how he gave me that spot downstairs. I was only paying $400 a month for that rent.
That's crazy.
Because I usually suppose I'm in a storage spot. That window right there is the window in the shop is the most expensive thing. That was like $2,500 because it wasn't supposed, it was no bathroom, no ventilation.
Like,
Yeah.
how was niggas?
Well, I lived upstairs.
Okay, bet.
You know what I'm saying?
How
It
the
just-
So he didn't need the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right?
my crib upstairs was silly. I've always had a silly pad, man. So it was upstairs. You just come downstairs, 1734 West North Avenue.
So, what was the first product that you put out that caught on? man?
It's probably different stages of this. I feel like in high school, even before after high school, I started to I tell the story a bunch of times, but I started when Cameron started wearing pink. I couldn't really find nothing pink in the marketplace. I just still thought it was fly. All that bandana, all the pink stuff or whatever, and I just was like, I remember it was like one White Sox hat that was like pink and green, like AKA colors, but I couldn't find no tees. So that's kind of what started me making clothes. Funny enough, it was because I wanted to find something that was pink. That's why a lot of my stuff, we'll get into that, is like have the hue of pink, because pink is really the reason why I started making clothes, that color. But yeah, I made a shirt for some, I want to say my sophomore year in high school. It was back on the iron-on t-shirt days. So I was going to Office Depot, stealing t-shirt paper. And you would print it out on the internet. That's back when we had one family computer that you just have in the living room. But I was just, I printed out every NBA player mugshot. So I put it all on a t-shirt, and in the middle of it, I put "I love this game." I think I was like a sophomore or junior, but it flew. That's when I was like, this kind of stain, you know what I'm saying? I don't really need no allowance. I can just like come up with some dope stuff, go to the beauty supply buy a t-shirt for like $6, go steal some printer paper. And yeah, I was selling tees for like $20. So that's kind of what was my first like aha moment in high school.
Now we're gonna go to the leaders' days, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's where everybody in the community started feeding off each other, getting, you know what I'm saying, ideas.
Yeah.
You know, you ran into a cat there, man. Chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say Chance was like the one that kind of like sent things to the next level, but like y'all was there together during the early stages, right?
We, even going back before that, because if you, that's why me and Chance, we do the Spider-Man meme thing, because I'd be like, I touched my first 6 figures because of Chance. This is a whole story, but like with the Thank You Obama stuff, I was supposed to get a cease and desist for that because I'm putting Michelle Obama, Whitney Young, Malia, and they let it rock, but Chance ended up wearing it, and rest is history. But that was like, I always tell people, that was like probably why I never needed an investor, because that moment right there, you know, I remember doing a pop-up in Houston. We put up the stuff that Chance did, a Chance lookbook, Chance modeling the Obama stuff. I think I made like $10,000 for like an hour, 3 days straight, 24. And that was my first time understanding, like, not fulfillment, but like, what do you call pre-orders? But yeah, run it up. But before that, let's go back a little bit. A lot of them was like save money, was like, so when we came around, you know, I was the first one out of my crew to get hired at Leaders, right? I remember being at Washington College and getting that phone call from Corey. I think Mike didn't show up to work that day. And Corey was like, yo, it's your time. So I came in. I don't think I went back to school. And then I started working at Leaders. But during that time, Vic Mensa was, you know, about 13, 14 rapping. Remember they rapping over the Biggie, forgot, Get Money beat. It was crazy. And then everybody was just doing stuff, man. We was just like they big bros. But then Chance sent me his song, and we got it posted on the Leaders blog. So that's how me and Chance, like man, you helped my career. I'm like, nigga, you helped my career. It's like a beautiful Chicago like love story. But as much as I say he did for my career, he'll say the same thing too. You know what I'm saying? He just helped me on the money side, not on some give me money, but it's just like him modeling my clothes at the height of what was going on. Like since that moment, like, and I've been able to like boom, boom, boom. But like since that moment, like legitimately $10,000 an hour for 3 days straight. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the investor I needed. I think at that same time too, I'm going around the story. I was meeting with people potentially thinking about taking an investment. That's about the time DBM was kind of cracked, whatever though. But yeah, no, it was a brotherhood. Like I was me, Rolo, Stretch. I gotta shout out all my guys because Stretch, Davey, Nolis, like we were like the younger guys coming around Leaders, throwing parties, looking up to everybody, like looking up to Mike, Vic, Ty. We thought them niggas was the coolest niggas in the world, but we brought a different energy. Like Vic, Corey think we ruined the Wicker Park stove.
Just from being there?
No, I mean we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't. I think at the time when Wicker Park was Wicker Parking and
Yeah.
St. Alfred and
Yeah.
everything was bubbling, I think, you know, it was I think we was needed for that, what we was got going on. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't ruin the space, but just we just saw, as you saw, like Wicker Park just changing overnight. You know, but we did bring a new youthful energy to Leaders. Like I said, that's one thing I will say, you know what I'm saying? As much as Leaders did for my career, please, Corey, you're going to chop this up and send this back to me in my DM.
Everybody.
But no, like at that time, again, me and Rolo being from out west, we always kind of felt like, not our back was against the wall though, but I tell people all the time, like when you think of like celebrity Chicago, and it's just like 95% of these niggas be from out south.
98 of them.
For sure. So it's just like, I didn't know nobody like that. We were just two out west niggas. Like, I ain't gonna say infiltrating this shit, but like, it was just like, it was, you know, like going to Hyde Park. I like, what the fuck is this cool ass shit? We don't got a Hyde Park.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was just ill to kind of see like another side of town. Like growing up, we wasn't going by the lake. We was going by the circle. We just certain stuff we didn't grow up doing. So it was kind of cool to kind of mix our crowds. We got cool with Davey, Nolis, Stretch, and it was just like a whole different bubble we had going with Leaders.
Well, that makes sense because we was the same way. Me and my brother, we didn't fuck with Hyde Park. You know what I'm saying? We didn't come from the scene that was supposed to be the so-called pioneer scene. You know what I'm saying? So my brother, to this day, my brother still don't fuck with nobody and fuck with the Hyde Park niggas. You know what I'm saying? We over there now, but it was the same thing. We talked about this years ago, which I thought was dope. What made you get to the point where you was like, yo, never wholesale?
Oh man. You know, I think it takes any type of nigga, it takes one thing that happens to me, I'm like, yeah, never again. Like I remember actually the cool thing about this job, one of my first jobs was the Subway across the street on over here from the shop. And my manager told me to put my phone down. And I was like, I can't comprehend a nigga telling me to put my phone down, like 16. And I was like, I'm never gonna have a real job again. I think with wholesale, man, Well, let me go back a little bit. The early, because I had so many different stages of the brand, right? You know, me and Terrell, Vita Morte, right? That was me and Rello brand. Slowly, when I met Vic, we created Doughboy Magic, right? Matt, this dude named Matt from Dope Couture, he owned the word dope. Yeah, dope out of business now. I should have bought a website. But yeah,
He fucked y'all shit up then. That's
he
what
did.
it is. Yeah, I remember
He
that
did.
because he had dope.
Yeah. So I hope all is well.
No, we had to take a meeting with him for the dope party.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, he was on that. He was on that.
Because we had dope party,
I forgot
so
about that.
we had to take a meeting with the man, you know.
Yeah.
over the
That's
word.
when I but
Yeah.
see that made me smart. That's when I learned all this. I got so many cease and desist back in the day. But that the thing that happened, because I had the whole city wearing that tie-dye hoodie. The whole city. So that was my bread and butter at the time. It wasn't like I was eating like that. So, you know, me selling 16 hoodies in a day online and like whatever little store I had at the time, that was my bread and butter. So I thought my career was over. I couldn't use the word dope no more. So yeah, he ended up, you know, making me change my name. So that's why I changed to Don't Be Mad. And then from there, when Twitter first came out, I just needed a name. So I'm like, Joe Freshgoods. So from Doughboy, Don't Be Mad, I just slowly started to go by my moniker. That's why, you know, Joe Freshgoods. But it just constantly switched.
Man, let's speak about the sneaker game, right? Because you've had a couple, I don't know if you call them collabs or collabs, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People that you've dealt with. But New Balance, for some reason, has seemed to just taken things to another level.
Mm-hmm.
What's your situation with New Balance?
Well, I mean, first things first. You know, I've been signed to Adidas. You know, moving on, like my Converse. Who else? God damn it, Converse. A lot of people. You know, I think when it came down to I think All-Star Weekend 2020, that was like the change up in my life because all my friends, me leaving my nasty Adidas deal, a lot of my friends had they was, you know, everybody for All-Star Weekend, everybody was getting cuffed.
I was gonna say, speak on
Yeah.
that deal too
Yeah.
before we get to the New Balance.
Yeah.
Because I know what happened.
Yeah.
But speak on the Adidas situation and what was happening with the guys.
Well, you know why I preach, like I try to be, I try to make sure that I'm there for people coming up with the sneaker shit, because rest in peace Clark Kent and rest in peace Virgil. They were my two people that whenever a brand was hollering at me, I would talk to them and they would give me game. And a lot of that just don't exist. So I try to, like, me being a nigga that's been signed to them to everybody, like I become a pro with this, like how to manage sneaker deals, how to get the bang for your buck, how to get the biggest marketing budget, how to, you know. So with Adidas, man, I was a fucking thirsty ass nigga that signed to Adidas in a hotel lobby without, you know, I didn't get true representation. I was just thirsty to get a shoe deal. So it was like a 2-shoe deal for like a year. And again, like where I come from, having a shoe is like, I'm getting paid for this. I was like, I didn't even know this shit worked like that. I signed to Adidas 2018, I want to say. But it was a 2-shoe deal. Yeah, I thought shit was cool. I just think over time, you know, timelines. I was working with D Rose on some product. My stuff kept leaking online. Yeah, it was just a bad deal. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I was like managing myself. Still technically, yeah, but yeah, I just had to get up out of there. It was one of those things. The first time I got like I'll make sure I can talk about this, but I got paid to leave. Like I got like I was what do you call that shit when you
The buyout.
yeah. So it was kind of ill because that was the first time I like the shit still ain't come out. Then the cool thing about the Adidas stuff, they ended up making all the product. We just didn't do the deal, so I ended up doing the giving all that stuff away for my nonprofit, Community Good. Shout out to Community Good. It's my nonprofit. We do a lot of cool stuff on the West Side. But from there, I was like, oh my God, I'm lost. My God, my shoe deal with Adidas gone. My homies from New Balance, well, they weren't no homies at the time, but ComplexCon 2019 came to Chicago. I had a Joe Freshgoods booth. I had a DBM booth. We had a Fat Tiger booth. Think the real Chicago of everything booth. So just like if you came to Chicago for that weekend, you understood what it was. Like how I got 4 different brands, they all got lines. So it's just like I feel like brands started to scout who they gonna work with at All-Star Weekend. So Yeah, New Balance, homies from New Balance ended up coming to the store. I wasn't there. Reached out to my team to get in contact with me. I remember being on vacation, like, what the fuck? I ain't trying to be with no damn New Balance. And this shit ended up working. All-Star Weekend, I feel like my back was against the wall. Again, I know shit hot now, but we got to put things in perspective of 2020. You got Don dropping something with Jordan Brand down the street from me. You got my best friends with Adidas down the street. You got Kanye with a big tank on Milwaukee dropping something. Like everybody in the city had a shoe. Meanwhile, Joe got a New Balance. I'm like, how this shit finna go? You know what I'm saying? And it was cold outside. There was a lot going on. And people showed up. People showed up. And the rest is history. It was the first time in my like New Balance won that All-Star Weekend. I think Kawhi was MVP at the time. Chance performed at All-Star Weekend. He had them on. I just had everything that you can think for a sneaker drop that would go right. It went right. So it was just like after that, it was the rest was history working with them.
I want people to understand because I remember talking to Zoe when he had the Puma deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the phone with this man for like 40 minutes. And he explaining like, so these people send you an invoice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They send you these shoes. Yeah. You gotta pay half.
Yeah.
Up front or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? But no, you got to pay this money.
Yeah, the first one I had to pay up front, all of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And found out that like 3 days before they shipped it. I ain't gonna say what the number was, but my All-Star number, that shit would scare you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then it comes with you in a sense working for them because I didn't even give a fuck about the profit. It was just saving face. Like, yo, let me make sure these people get the money. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is. That's why I still want to get back to the question because you really didn't answer.
Right.
Why?
Get to that.
You know what I'm saying? Where it got to the point where it's like when you realize, yo, fuck wholesale.
Oh yeah, my bad.
That's all good.
Yeah. I went around there. Oh shoot, man. Like fuck wholesale. It was really because well, back in the day, your stocklist was actually ill. Like I love when you looking at your favorite brand and it's like, oh, they're in like 4 stores in New York, 2 stores in Chicago. It was a point in time it was ill. So I don't want to diss it because it's like it was a point in time I was like I even found the old tweet. I was like I think the height of my career I was in 11 stores around the world. I wouldn't know what I was doing, but even with that being said, you gotta.
It's an accomplishment.
Yeah, right. But I think early on I realized I don't want to be at the mercy of a store, right? Because at the time, the stuff I had was on fire. It was, I want to fuck Rihanna shit. I hate saying that shit now as a grown ass man. Like it's my I did a lot of raunchy stuff back in the day. I hope they could like chop it all together and post some of it on raunchy. But yeah, man, I've been doing this for almost 20 plus years now. So the cool thing about me is a lot of my old stuff is like crazy. But yeah, man, it was like I knew for a fact my stuff was selling in stores. I had a couple of, I ain't gonna diss no stores, then all of them are done now. But I had a lot of stores that was moving my product, and I think at the time I wasn't like knowing I didn't know how to. I wasn't just I was shipping them the stuff. And what's it called when you ship them the shit and they fucking
RA.
Yeah. So only a couple stores had paid in advance. So, but I knew that the stuff was selling, and they was taking their time trying to pay other bills. So I was like, nah. I think I did a big deal with Karma Loop back in the day for the Rihanna stuff. I hate saying that, but they got I think I got Karma Loop before they kind of boom. I got them for like $20K for off beanies, at 23. And that was like, okay, I'm cool off that. But yeah, to answer your question again, I think for me, it's just like I didn't want to be at the mercy of people seeing they didn't pay their bills when I know my shit clearly sold. And then also, too, even nowadays, I still don't do wholesale. It's just that I don't want people to put my shit on sale without asking me and all that shit. So it was just, I just never really been for it.
Nah, I applaud you for it because I used to ask you all the time. I had so many guys. It got to a point where at one time I was in like 43 stores, you know what I'm saying? And they was hitting like, yo, what's up with your man Joe? What's up with Joe? And I'm like, hitting you like, yo, you ain't, and you just wasn't in it.
But it's a few people though, shout out to Fabrica. Like, I ain't gonna front my move because there was a few people in these spots across Chicago, because again, I'm not fronting my move. It was a couple barbershops. I'm pretty sure I gave rides. So I was strategic. It was like I wasn't being in stores, but remember Fabrica had a spot on Halsted.
Yeah, I had stuff in there too.
Paid in advance.
Yeah.
Like, that's $1,500. I'm going straight to Lumen as a shorty.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was just, I didn't do wholesale, but I strategically was just putting my stuff in some of the homie shop and seeing what happened.
Yeah.
Coco Golf, right? Because I really want to get into your role in New Balance. Because again,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people think you're just selling shoes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to get into that point too, like, man, like this, almost on some blessed shit, like even behind us right now, like I ran out of space. Like it's to the point now, between 4 different brands, I probably done like, I'm just guessing 30 shoes, maybe 40 if you're doing different colorways, maybe even 50. Probably had 2 shoes and then sell out fast. And the cool thing too, I be wanting to say, like, back to his invoicing part, you know what I'm saying, with this shoe shit, like the beauty of when people be seeing those pictures where it's like everybody, they got like they shoes they did in the pal, that shit ill. But when I first took my picture, I was like, damn, I paid all these invoices. Like, as much as I made off New Balance, I probably spent $7 million with them too. You know what I mean? So that's like, that's the illest shit for me. It's just like, yeah, selling out of shoes is cool, but it's like I wouldn't have had a collab with them if I wanted to pay my bills like that. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of those things where niggas wouldn't really know how that shit work. But like, for me, it's just like, if I'm, I gotta make sure I ain't too off the wine. But like, if a nigga, niggas can do the math. If I got if I drop 14,000 shoes to shoot 220, what you think wholesale is? And to do that math, that might be $900K I spend on one shoe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the biggest thing. It's just like that science of it. But I think, man, it gets time, man. I'm getting older, man. I'm like, that's why it's like, you start dealing with words like equity, and you start dealing with words like ownership. You start dealing with words like for me, I just saw the bigger picture. And it was, when I think doing a lot of the George Floyd stuff in 2021, I got my first creative director job with New Balance, where I was leading something called Conversations Amongst Us. So that was the first time that I was getting paid as Joseph Robinson outside of Joe Freshgoods. So even on some business structure wise, I was like, wait a minute, because I am with my team. Why my team get to eat off Joseph Robinson? But I mean, so I was able to split my little entities, and that kind of changed. I'm like a real entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. So that changed my life like that. And then everything since that just grew. I was able to build a world, I call it world building with New Balance, where it's just, I do a yearly art program with them called A Friend Named Cousin. I do a podcast with them called Conversations Amongst Us, you know what I'm saying, where I interview all the ambassadors and athletes. So, with Coco, creative director on projects, so it's just like, I don't get to, how people announce creative director jobs, it'd be like the black and white photo or whatever. It's like, I ain't never really did that, but I just, I saw a big discourse on Twitter today about, like, I hope, people say that to me, like, I hope New Balance taking care of you, nigga, they is. I'm good, super good. I'm a strong black man to the point where if I was getting taken advantage of, niggas are like, I wouldn't even be with them. So yeah, just a lot of behind the scenes. I think right now I'm at this stage where I'm championing a lot of my friends. Like, we've been really ill and dope at our jobs for all these years, at our like crafts and our career. Go get a job, right? You can still do the fun shit, but it's just like, I got a fat ass salary to do some cool shit. And that's why I can build shit like this. That's why I can buy property out west. I got a big ass warehouse, headquarters. So it's like, I just learned how to take that, do that, It's just like, so it's just been a big whirlwind of using my money the right way. I could be out in Chicago, Ferrari'd up, G-Wagon'd up, all that shit, but it's just like, unfortunately, I'd rather buy property.
No, fortunate is just your preference.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
for
You
sure.
can do both if you want, and you should stay off Twitter.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because who the fuck?
I know,
like,
man.
this why I'm at, just as a person in this space, like, who have the nerve to ask you or say, I hope that New Balance is taking care of you? Happens
all the time, though. And it be a lot of older black niggas. They be like, man, Joe, you need to be a Jordan brand.
There be a lot of broke niggas.
I mean, I ain't gonna say bro, but it's just like, I'm a very humble dude. It's like, cause I don't think I exude wealth that I think sometimes people, but it happens all the time. And I'm super humble, so I don't wanna be like, I'm cool with New Balance. Look at this check. But it's just like, I want to tell people that, again, I wouldn't have made it this far without being a smart businessman. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where I just, I'm good. I'm still, I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm good. I got a big, should be on the wall, but I think I got cold feet. I got a big project dropping next year with somebody. I was gonna sneak it on the wall, but yeah, I got cold feet. But yeah, we doing some cool shit.
I think most people fall in love with the storytelling.
Yeah.
I feel like each shoe, the campaign is amazing, man. Like the friend called cousin, the belly joint really touched us. That was our shit. You know what I'm saying? The belly joint was crazy. There was another joint you had probably like maybe 20 or 30 people just from around the city in that campaign. The prom joint was crazy. What's the thought process? I mean, like, it seems like to me like you put a lot of thought into that.
It's an album. Every shoe job is an album. It's like a budget. So again, like if every shoe costs me, let's just say $700K, I can't afford. I can, but like that's why it's just like I can't even afford to get lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally, shout out to my 2 kids or family, like I got 21 employees. I literally can't afford to get sloppy and lazy with this shit. So for me, it's just like it takes a lot of my time. I do feel like sometimes I'm starting to hear like, Joe, why don't you work on your more inline clothes? I feel it. Like, and we're getting there as a team. Like this store took 18 months. Like it's a lot of things I got going on where I wish I could make more clothes. But to your point, I just can't afford to have a bad drop. So it's like every commercial, every lookbook. And again, I think the world is starting to realize, like I'm starting to fall in love with being behind the scenes. So from a visual standpoint, I want every shit to feel like a movie. You know what I mean? So that's just like, I gotta stop saying unfortunate, but that shit just keeps me fucking like the fire on my ass. Like sometimes I realize niggas get success and get lazy. It's like, I'm addicted to this shit, even when it feel like it's not even fucking healthy. It's like I might sell out a shoe, then I'm worrying about the next shoe, the next store. You know what I'm saying? So it's like on some super not healthy shit, but it's how my life was built at this point.
That's dope. You just not complacent. You just forward motion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Dave say, but I mean, I think it's dope, man. Like, I think one of the illest things too is the fact that you, however you structured your deal or whoever you deal with, you was always able to do what you wanted with whoever you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because it got to a point when I was dealing with a sneaker company for that 3-4 years, I was only promoting that. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to do, I mean, obviously you've done so much with so many people, like. Who put you in that space early to be like, yo, ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can and can't do, and I'm gonna pop something with him, I'm gonna pop something with him, you know what I'm saying?
Virgil and Clark Kent.
Dope.
That's why I'm so sick they gone. Like sick.
Yeah.
It's not too many people I can call and be like same thing you just said. Clark, like if I called Clark and was like, look at these comments, like, man, shut up.
Exactly.
So you sold out. Like, shut up. Like he would literally, there's not too many men that can tell me to shut up. Yeah. Clark can tell me to shut up. Get to working. Virgil, like, always threw me lobs and assists. Like, so I think for me, it was just understanding. And again, I've been like kind of fake self-managed for, so I've done deals with McDonald's before. I'm pretty sure, because McDonald's, again, I'm going to start getting a little drunk and dissing all these brands, but before they started doing collabs with everybody, I was like in 2016, I did the McDonald's collab. I started learning about like Sprite, McDonald's, Snapple, 7-Eleven, blah, 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 blah. But I started really reading the contract. This is before ChatGPT. I started really reading these contracts, and I started seeing your likeliness, exclusivity time. And I was like, highlight. Even with dealing with Adidas stuff. So I be started to come, for me, I be started coming addicted to reading contracts. This was early on. Because even me, the thought of having a manager was like, you mean to tell me I'm finna get 50K from a deal and gotta give a nigga 15% of that? Which I ain't tripping, but it's just like, I'd rather just learn as much as I can and just tell a brand, if you really want me, you gotta take that out. So that's kind of what it was with the sneaker brands. It's just like, again, like my whole thing now is like, you pay for exclusivity. That's all. And if you're not paying for exclusivity, you can move around. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just one of those things where, you know, I look at the homies like James Whitner, and obviously these people got stores, so it's just like you can't tell a James or a Ronnie that, you know, you can't bounce around because these motherfuckers got 30, 40 stores. But yeah, I just, you know, and I'm at the point where if you want to work with me, it's a couple things you got to do. If you like at this stage of my career, if you want to work with Joe, all right, boom. I got a nonprofit called Community Goods. We do a bunch of stuff on the west side. Go ahead and take care of them. Boom. I got this. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of mastered the art of, you know, my way or the highway. And I've lost it, man. I lost a fat ass car deal. Nigga told me, name your, I was going to design my own car. And I ain't going to say the company. I'm going to start dissing all these friends. Y'all don't be calling me back after I give y'all the number. That's crazy. But yeah, it's just, I lose a lot of deals too. I think the world just see what I say yes to. But goddamn, if y'all see the emails and stuff I say no to, it's wicked. But it's just like sometimes this big check, you know what I'm saying, might be your last check. So I try my hardest to really, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to build a legacy. I'm trying to build something I can give to my kids. And I might do a bad deal that might fuck me up. So I try my hardest to just do what I believe in at this stage of my life. I'm getting older now, so I just can't be doing Ricky Dink shit, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, man, I really forgot about the 7-Eleven and the McDonald's shit.
Yeah. Early.
Early shit.
Yeah.
I got the Adidas shit at the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of the Dope Boy Magic shit. The hockey jersey. I think it's only 2 of them.
With the Black Hawks or the weed joint.
The Black Hawks joint.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of them.
Yeah.
No, another thing I wanted to touch on, man, was Fashion Week. Like the last, I feel like maybe 3 or 4, but probably more than that. You know what I'm saying? You've been a heavy presence there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When Virgil touch on how Virgil opened the doors. I mean, if that was a thing for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it was a combination of a lot happening. I think for me, it's like I was earning for that magic feeling. You know, it's like certain feelings that I miss. And I'm not gonna compare Fashion Week to Magic, but it's like where as a brand owner, you can go pop this shit, you can go meet people, you can see what's new, and it's just like I hate that certain shit shut down now that I'm lit. Like, nah, nigga, bring Magic back. So, you know, I'm like, but for me, it's just like as a brand, it's just like, and I do like with a Fashion Week, it's just like everybody don't be out there. I mean, everybody be out there, but it's just like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you got a kind of extra step besides like flying to a Vegas. But no, man, Virgil, you know, was the reason why a lot of niggas was going out there, you know, for the first time, because that was the first time they was getting to the Louis show. I wouldn't even knew how to get into shows if it wasn't for Virgil. You know what I'm saying? Just getting that fucking invite from him, getting your seat, like that whole process was just ill. And then again, continuing that old relationship with New Balance is just like it's really world building. Like in Paris, we're not dropping no shoes. It's just usually New Balance had the ill house. I'm just like every Thursday at Fashion Week, they just give me that bitch. They give me a budget. Like this summer, Fashion Week had niggas shooting dice. I told New Balance I want like a jazz blend band paying like MF Doom, and it just be like giving me a budget for a vibe in Paris is like some ill shit. So it's like, you know, I've kind of mastered the art of the pregame. The club shit be popping. I be sleep, y'all niggas be like, you know, but I've mastered the art of having like the pregame out there in Paris. So it's been dope. It's like a whole different vibe. Even with the space, honestly, low key, when y'all go into the backyard, it's like, it's supposed to feel like some European shit. That's why niggas drinking wine. Niggas got all this black art in this building. It's just like, honestly, that's from the last 3-4 years. Niggas sitting on $7,000 couches. This Ralph furniture, Ralph fabric. This is all me going to Paris. Like I'm addicted to fucking natural wines. You know what I'm saying? That's all Paris. So it's just, I'm bringing that shit back to Chicago. And yeah, we be out there kicking. It's a good vibe. You know, come back home and be like, damn, it's great in here.
That was crazy. Like me and Zoe always be struggling, like, because you know that Thursday, man, you know, that's GQ.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've been one time.
Thursday is the toughest day.
Yeah,
right?
Thursday the toughest day, because we like gotta do Joe, then hit GQ, but we gotta get to GQ early so we get in. It's like
I get it.
They still playing with niggas, you know what I'm saying, where you got it, we ain't lined up. Well, we are now. But they was playing with niggas where you gotta be at the GQ door like the time where they setting up down there, just cause, you know, it's a lot of fuckery. But that vibe you provide definitely in Paris is some shit. That shit fire. And it's needed because ain't nothing else like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is so who you know, who you are, and you kind of get cats an opportunity to be like, yo, let's pregame first, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, just catch a vibe. But it's something that, like I said, if it weren't for that GQ shit, you wouldn't leave. It's just a vibe.
Oh, for sure. It'd be heavy competing because around 11:30, everybody be like, all right, Joe, we
Yo,
love you, but we
these
out.
niggas got
We
a
got
bill.
another party to go to. So, but no, it'd be buyers from Dover Street, beautiful women, the hot young creatives and pairs, like all the cool buyers. So, yeah, it's not to be on New Balance dick, but it's we just world building. My bad. We just world building, and just like a part of our world building is the Paris parties.
No, it seems like, I mean, just from the outside looking in, that you got with a brand that understood you, and it was just like, yo, do you, and let us just get the fuck out the way, man. Is it safe to say that's kind of how it is?
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure.
That's dope.
Like even I think in 2021 I did outside clothes. It was the first time I got a budget to just tell this story about what was 24 hours out west like. Yeah, it was during the pandemic. It was my second drop. So you gotta think, y'all, my first drop did 800 pairs. The pairs I was selling on StockX for $2,000 a piece. The world shut down. I'm like, damn, my whole shit gone. So my second drop was Chicago outside clothes. Did a whole big pop up in Garfield Park. I did some ill shit that was never been done before. Kind of tweaked, but my point is, like, in the sneaker land space, I just told a black story. 24 hours of just growing up out west. It is a story that anybody can relate to. But once that video popped, everybody copied, and it was just dope to just me be black, give New Balance this black energy, and the rest is history. But since that happened, I was like, oh shit, I ain't gonna lie, Joe. You just need to continue to be yourself. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to be nobody else. Represent Chicago. Your ass always claim that you don't have to leave Chicago to get on. So just continue to tell these Chicago stories. So I think the moment that happened and that shit popped, we had like fucking 2,000 people outside of Garfield Park for a New Balance. One more time, it was about 1,500 to 2,000 people in Garfield Park for a New Balance. So it was like, this shit was just different. And I was just like, I think that time frame, I was just like, you know what, man, like, as scary as this shit is, as sometimes I feel like I'm not one of the New York, LA guys that whatever, it's like, nah, this shit ill. Just kind of be yourself, you know?
Yeah, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of them. The main thing, I love it because even, and it's not even in the comparison, but the first shoe I did, it just tells the story because we get skipped and niggas just buy into you. You know what I'm saying? They want to support what you doing. That's how it was. It was so many people, again, with the brand I dealt with, was just like, yo, I've never wore this brand before. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you have to do it for Chicago, because if you don't, you know what I'm saying, we was always, and I'm glad you brought that up, because we was just, me and Mano was talking about this last episode, but they kind of put the pressure on you and made you feel like you got to leave. You know what I'm saying? And it made me so bitter that I don't even fuck. I love New York, but it's, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Just because everybody be, I don't know the political word to say, everybody be just swinging on NY like it's that. And then when you get there, you like, it's cap. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. You know what I mean? I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? But,
he left us.
But I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? This
look,
is me.
Man, hey, because I had a job.
No, for sure. No, for sure. And again, listen, I just did an amazing pop-up. That's the thing. We
love it.
love it.
Yeah.
But
it ain't the end all be all. Like,
sure.
we don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Fuck out of here. But
For
yeah,
sure.
nah, it's dope.
Hey, look, right? Summer 26, amazing. Y'all got to get there. But no, right? One thing, man, so along with the shoes, right? So one thing I noticed about running, right? We're going to talk about, like, guys who started off in that space as well, like doing collabs, but kind of like ventured off into getting their stores, and then like, so like the clothing. So somebody like Teddy, right? And somebody like Ronnie, who now, so Teddy had a New Balance, right? ALD had a New Balance, right?
Yeah.
Then the clothing just sort of just stole the show, I think.
Mm-hmm. What you mean stole the show? Like,
I think people I think the New Balance, the ALD, like, that's just a second thought.
but like the ALD and Kith stuff?
Yeah, I think people go to ALD for the clothing. But I think most people at first started for the collab.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, with New Balance. But now the whole store is just a whole, like it's just a movement.
Right.
Right.
Kiths. What Kiths?
With both.
Got it.
With both. Because with Kip, it was the Asics first.
Right.
People was fucking with Ronnie because the Asics was popping, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I remember when he opened the first store.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you know, it's a whole lot of Kip shit in there.
Yep.
T-shirts, underwear, shorts, everything, right? And that sort of moves the brand.
What you mean move the brand though? Cause let me, and I'm gonna say this too. Numbers wise, you'll be surprised. You won't be surprised. You in this industry too, but you know a lot of these niggas. Let's stop.
Say it,
No.
nigga. Because I'm about to ask him what the fuck is ALD in a second.
Stop.
So go ahead.
Y'all should be getting chopped up, and I know comments gonna take this shit.
No, say it.
Well, first of all, you know that, yeah, clothes is cool and the margins is straight, especially if you make it whatever. But like, come on,
That's what I'm
if a
asking
nigga
you.
dropping, if let's just say a nigga got a collab, I'm not gonna. We can name you know how many stores got a Jordan collab.
Right.
But come on now, like the clothes be cool. It'd be cool doing a little cardigan and a little varsity jacket, they got whatever. But yeah, nigga, like if you did a Jordan collab and you ordered fucking 80,000 pairs, that's 17 million in profit right there. Niggas ain't really when the end of the year numbers.
Okay.
Again, I'm even to test to that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give all my numbers up, but like if let's just say my end of the year numbers, I would say you think I'm doing good off t-shirts and varsity jackets and sweatpants?
No. But here's what I'm saying. These niggas have a soup line every day.
Cap. That's not. I mean, I better give you this to people.
it.
Look,
I be seeing it.
What's ALD?
Huh?
I'm a
Stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Y'all finish. Y'all can finish.
Yeah.
right. No, these niggas be having this. I'm telling you, Joe, like to get in that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. I'm like, okay, y'all like this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not dissing them niggas, but I'm like, I'm seeing because I see where it started, right?
For sure.
I see it started with the gym shoes, started with the New Balance collab,
Yeah.
started with the ASICS shit, right? And then niggas sort of just sprinkled their own, like, wherever you go at Ame right now, these niggas got packs of Ame t-shirts. They got whites.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they juking this shit. Niggas is running around with these hats and all this shit, right? And I'm talking about when they don't have drops, these niggas have lines.
No, you know,
I'm just
you know, I love you. I love you because
I'm just asking
you
I'm
are a
asking.
purist. That I mean, again,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna be real with you,
I'm a bullshit
and I'm gonna
nigga.
say this because again, 'cause I know how to be chopped up.
Yeah.
I know niggas' numbers. I'm a nosy.
That's what I'm at.
I'm a
yeah.
nosy person that is kind of plugged in the industry. That's really cool. So sometimes it's like oh, Santa Claus not real. I think for me, yeah, I did a pop up in New York. I'm out there for 2 months. A lot of brand owners in New York. These are my people too. So you know, but it's just. I'm just glad I did my pop up in New York. It made me feel really proud of.
They make amazing content.
100%. Oh, got
That's
it.
what they do.
You a
They make
content creator. I
amazing
thought you were a
content.
brand. That's all.
I
That's
get you.
all. That's what I'm gonna say. It's like
I hear
I'm
you.
like, oh shit, you're actually ill content creator. Them end of the year numbers don't be the right way. That's when you start to see layoffs. That's why you go on your favorite brands. They got fucking 80% sales like every other day. It's just like, oh, I get it now. You know.
And we ain't even talking about the niggas with semi-big brands. We talking about you real content creators who ain't doing shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the allure of it, right? But what I'm talking about with you is, are you gonna, because the product, I feel like your product sell.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll let you finish. I'm gonna let you say what you're gonna say because I'm gonna tell you kind of where I'm at now in life. But
Okay, yeah.
are you finna say why I don't make that much clothes?
No, I was gonna ask you, was you gonna go heavy in it?
Well, yeah, I built this beautiful store, and I'm gonna be here for a long time. So, yeah, but I'm just falling in love with different type of world. But this coffee business, man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna buy her on TikTok now. Like, yeah, a t-shirt cool, but you go on TikTok right now, search Josephine's lattes. Again, it's not crazy margins, but like this is the first time in my life where I look at my camera and I got people coming in at 8 a.m. Coming in at 8 a.m. Never heard of the brand before, buying a latte, a cold brew, fuck is that? And coming in, buying 2 inline shoes. So it's just, I'm more in love with no diss to anybody that worked with me in the past, any of my friends, but this is the first time I'm in love with retail in like 10 years. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm just like, I'm hungry again. I'm seeing people that never heard about me coming in using their laptop, like, what is this shit? And so yeah, we're gonna still make clothes, but now I'm just trying to world build. I'm trying to drop $100 fork. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I'm trying to evolve what Josephine's look like, because that's kind of what I'm a nigga that just when I'm out of love with somebody, I just kind of move on. So I'm still making clothes because niggas know me for making clothes, but man, I don't even really know what shorties be want to wear no more. You know what I'm saying? I just like, and so for me, it's just, I'm still going to have stuff in here though, but I'm really just trying to world build. Like my goal with Josephine's is trying to turn that into a full-fledged restaurant, about 2-3 years, like get into hospitality, but like, I'm just getting older and I'm just trying to evolve how we kick it, how we have art in our crib and like all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, if God willing, we'll keep dropping cargos and t-shirts and all that type of stuff, but I don't want to be so glued to that as I get older. It's just like every now and then, no pun intended, I'll be dropping clothes, but I'm just trying to keep evolving. Because what I'm starting to realize, y'all, my bad, keep talking. With me doing this so long, right, it be bugging me out that motherfucker like, yeah, I used to shop with you when I was little. Like, nigga, what? What the fuck you mean? You grown as hell right now. But for me, it's just like, I've been doing this shit for so long where it's just like, sometimes we got to give ourselves grace. Like, it's okay to be over it a little bit, as long as you still maintaining your like creativity. So that's it, man. It's just like sometimes I just, I tell my team all the time, I used to sit in the lab and want to design stuff to 3 in the morning. Man, I'm in bed with my kids at 12, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and I don't want to just force and pump stuff to people. So, I'm going to keep evolving the store, keep evolving what that looks like. But, people might see 2 t-shirts from me a year. And that's okay if I'm still up.
Well, that's how it's supposed to be. If you, that's real. Like the name fits that every now and again, Warren, and the fact that you just in a space to do what you want. That's the real luxury.
Yeah,
you know what
sure,
I'm saying?
For sure.
Like you can travel and get inspired while you with your kids somewhere and be like, yo, I was here. It made me want to do this. It's no what's the word? No schedule.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? That you gotta meet.
Yeah,
That's just the beauty in all of it. Like
Yeah.
you said, I think it's dope. $100 fork.
yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. This is a different thing with us with
Tiffany
media.
will do it. Yeah,
It's just
evolving that too. Exactly.
that's it. You know what I mean?
Like how long? Actually, our question: how long have you had this in your mind, like to do?
Shit, it's been in my mind for about 4 years.
Yeah.
It's just that I couldn't find the perfect person. I wanted to be the Shawnee O'Neal, like the basketball housewife,
Yeah.
and just play the back and get 2 people with a script.
Right.
But trying to find the perfect people, you know what I'm saying? That's really, and it was a blessing that I didn't, because niggas fuck with this shit because it's organic.
Yeah.
We love clothes, fashion, travel, the lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell Twin all the time when I'm renting, like I'm not competing with locals. I'm on the phone with Pusha. We same watches, you know what I'm saying? I'm only fucking with the big boys. I want to be around the niggas that's really, really getting it. And we peers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not even celebrities to me because it ain't shit y'all got that we can't get, you know what I'm saying? So it just be that, but.
And they probably seen it on somebody over here first. You know what I'm saying? They real talk. Like they.
I love when you get to this bag.
The lifestyle. Look, Joe, hey man, this luxury lifestyle.
For sure. For sure.
Niggas OD'd it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think with you, I love. I'm taking over this shit. This is my shit now. With you, I think it's pretty ill that, and again, like I know you and your brother been like cool since I've known y'all. Niggas been cool their whole life. What I find interesting about what's happening right now, because I be out with y'all, the motherfuckers be like, big fan. What you do? Sometimes get you and your brother mixed up.
Right.
But I think that's so ill. Like, how is it adjusting to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because again, like I don't know. Again, obviously. I don't know. I watch the show a lot, so I don't know if you actually really talk about your like past careers like that. My bad.
No,
I don't know if
really-
I'm gonna expose you right now.
No, it's fine. No, I
But
really.
niggas be like fanning out. And I'm like, how
No.
you be dealing with that shit?
So what's crazy? Because we did something a couple months ago with Cootie them, right? And me and Zoe was just chilling. And dude was all like, he said, "Man, I'm a big fan of Project Mayhem, right?" And I be forgetting, like, man, because at the point we had fans. You know what I'm saying? We was making music,
Yeah.
and we really had fans, right? And that was different. You know what I'm saying? And now me and Zoe doing this, and we got people that genuinely fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? And this is more noticeable.
Yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, this shit feels different. It definitely feels different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you, look, come on.
For sure,
The
but
motherfuckers stop it. But yeah, no, the shit feel different because it feel like a place where you belong. But again, too, like, and I tell people all the time, like, man, we've been popular our whole life.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We was twins and we was cool and slicker than everybody. So we've been popular our whole life. But we need that bag, Joe. You know what I'm saying? The baggage is the only thing that matter right now. But no, it's definitely nah. So you know, look,
I
man,
love it. My
it is
favorite thing when I see people approach your brother. I'm like, that's so cool. That's so cool.
yeah, because a lot of people don't even know. A lot of people think it's him. And
I think y'all
I'm
look
telling you
nothing
this,
alike.
And half the people think me and Zoe brothers.
Yeah, see?
They be like, your brother, like all in New York, man, you and your brother.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think
no,
it's
yeah,
so
that's
ill.
just my main
I mean,
man.
but
You know what I'm saying?
but see, that's my point though. I think, and you guys kind of proving that too. I'm not gonna tell everybody to switch it up, but it's like, man, like the reason I'm able to do other stuff is because I'm pretty sure y'all love this shit y'all doing too. Obviously, certain shit be a job, you know what I'm saying, a work, but you know, as it's okay to continue to evolve and like what you didn't think you would be doing 5 years ago and doing now is like that shit ill. So like kudos to y'all for doing something, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all taking this shit far. I got some great guests, whatever. Yeah, I just took my time because I wanted to get this shit to right. Like I feel confident now. Not saying I wasn't confident 2-3 years ago, but now it's just like I can sit down comfortable. I was gonna take with no shoes the whole interview on some Rick Rubin shit.
You should have.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
I
No,
told
we
you,
had that
I told you to go
conversation.
shirtless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have. No, the people don't know I reached out to Joe to do the first episode.
Yeah, Joe's supposed to do the first episode.
The very first episode.
It was the second one. It wasn't
No,
the
it wasn't.
first.
No, it wasn't. It was the very first episode. I said, yo, I was on the phone. Shout out to BB.
No,
I said, we gonna
yeah.
hit
Shout out to
Joe,
BB.
You know what I'm saying? And do the very first joint. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the timing. You
And
know
also,
what I'm saying? To make
to
it
be
make
real,
sense.
y'all, like I'm very, you know how it is, man, being on camera and just
We all
like
are.
it's like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I hate
Like,
it. I think
you
it's
know,
corny.
Like that's
You know what I'm
even
saying?
knowing you is just
Yeah.
like I couldn't imagine you doing this 10
Nobody
years ago.
could. That's why
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like-
kind of feel like that's why I popped.
Yeah, no, for sure. If
You
you
know
know
what I'm
Zoe,
saying?
it's just like this.
I
ain't
think
you
all
been
this shit
anti
corny.
all this shit, like
Yeah.
you know. But no, it's just you know I like to be in control of what I really because even now I'm scared to talk on Twitter every time I tweet something complex posted. You know, so I'm like I'm just very I know I represent brands and even me it's like if I say the wrong thing, it's literally 20 plus people that work for me. So it's like I'm not saying
to cut you.
yeah.
Speak on your team real quick, Joe,
Oh, yeah, my
because
team, my
you got a very important team, man.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. First things first. Yeah, I got a big team, man. And shout out to having a team. Like, sometimes people be trying to throw in my face, like, I do this shit by myself. Yeah, nigga. I don't. You know, like I pay for a fucking team. So sometimes people use that against me, like, nigga, I'd rather stunt with my team. It's like I don't want to do this myself. But like,
You gotta stay off Twitter, man. Go
do.
ahead, man. Finish.
It'd be real life too, though. You know, so I'm outside. So for context, y'all, I'm talking like whatever. I'm not the type of nigga that's, nigga, I'll make $1 million off a shoe and be right at X-Pac at the bar. You know what I'm saying? We ain't used to that shit in Chicago. So for me, it's like niggas be talking to me kind of crazy, and I'll be humble, but it's just like, you know, like that's why I love your brother, because like if I had to handle your brother, I'd be smacking niggas like on some like, you know, but people, you know, be trying to challenge me a little bit on like certain stuff. So I be trying to be humble and make sure I'm good, but I have a really big team, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Apple. She is my production manager. She helps design my spaces around the world. She helped design the store. You know, I don't want to forget nobody, but Churro, Noah, our director, everybody, man. My whole team, Joe Griner. So the illest shit ever too, that I feel like I'm gonna just hijack this shit. People don't know this, but like I don't call him a nigga because a white boy. It's my brother too, Joe Griner. You the man. But it's so ill. I think a thing that nobody ever talks about is the team, the person that's responsible, that kind of signed me at New Balance. Guess what he work for now? Me.
Yeah.
He work
That's
with me
hard.
now.
That's fresh.
That's probably the illest thing and a proper investment. He ain't cheap too. Like Joe is like, he's the illest person in the world. I ain't gonna expose who he worked for, but I think it's in his bio. He worked for me, and he worked with me. I ain't gonna say for me, and for real. But it's a very ill person, kind of helped New Balance get to the top of where it's at. Picked all the top collaborators, Soleil, ALD, I don't even I hate shit.
Who?
Huh?
But go ahead.
Don't do that.
But
Stop, because this ain't gonna get chopped up and I'm being mess. Don't do that.
But
yeah.
shout out to Cheddar, man.
Yeah, Cheddar, yeah, for
Shout
sure.
out to Cheddar, Joe.
Yeah, Cheddar, but yeah, nah, Joe G works with me now, so we like, on brand partnerships and all that type of shit now, growing the brand. My COO, Mia, my cousin, my family, Jose, I don't want to miss nobody, but I say all that to say is like, I really appreciate everybody that work with me, man. It's sometimes being a boss, I tell this all the time, I didn't sign up for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to make t-shirts and back in the day. Now I look up and be like, I got fucking 20 people to manage. That's 20 personalities. That's, so it's a lot to go with that. But even with the addition to the new store and the cafe, it's just a lot. So, but again, I signed up for this and it's ill, but I have a big, beautiful team. And again, I just want to say Joe Freshgoods is not one person. That's why I thought it was ill. I want people to start saying Joseph Robinson of Joe Freshgoods just so it could feel good. Because I know that's my name, but I'm actually Joseph. So it's Joseph of Joe Freshgoods. Joe Freshgoods is like 30 people.
Exactly.
You got any other collabs coming soon?
I do. It's
Where that boot at, man?
you stupid, don't do that. Yeah, I got a really you gonna love it. You gonna love it. You gonna love
I
it.
see it.
Yeah, no, I got a big collab coming out with a brand that everybody love. If you know what's so crazy? This brand I'm about to work with is I probably worn this shoe more than I worn anything in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I've been harassing them for 20 plus years. So let everybody else do the math on what that is or the whatever. But yeah, we got some big stuff coming out next year. Excited about that. But yeah.
Well, that's dope, man. I mean, I just think it's needed, bro. Feel like you killing, you crushing. I want to talk about I want to make sure we're not forgetting about anything, man, because it's important, very, very important episode. Again, we asked Joe to come on the very first episode.
Stop saying that, man.
The very first.
It was
saying
the
that,
first
man.
one, boy.
So I'm
It was.
just honored to be here, man.
Yeah.
You
They
know
prove me
what I mean?
wrong.
So-
Like I believe in this shit, but it's like these niggas are pushing wall. Like these motherfuckers killing it. So
Hey, but they don't know, like,
Yeah.
Zoe, Zoe not, man, Zoe, like.
I be not to piggyback what you said earlier, bro. We've been had this conversation on breaking down the history. Like, Pusha is really my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My real friend is the #1 stylist in the world. I have to go to his birthday party Saturday. You know what I'm saying? This is my friend. This is not somebody I know. So when niggas act funny outside of the walls, you be like, man, knock it off. I just don't pop shit, and I'm not corporate, so I don't have to play the role. I don't have to play the game. I'm working on myself.
Yeah.
So I'm just in the space, you know what I'm saying, where it's just not even saying the shit that hit my mind no more. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna do shit, but either past that is just, I'm in a space where it's like, that's what I'm saying to you, like, who can say to you, I hope New Balance is taking care of you, man? Like,
Corey saying to me, the fuck is you, Corey? Like, no. I mean, like,
Corey is my
get it.
bro.
I know-
I had to be with Corey yesterday. Corey is
Yeah.
a troll, man.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
But yeah, I
it's
know
just,
people mean no harm.
Yeah,
but
it's
like,
just this the conversation. It's just,
And look, since we got you here, man, before we get out of here, man, shoot me that Mount Rushmore, man.
of what?
Fashion, what we do.
Or like Chicago people, or just in general, like
Man,
dressers
I
or
want it-
brands
I
or what?
want it in general, and you can tell me who you fuck with. Tell me who influenced you. Like,
Fuck, I'm terrible with shit like that.
it don't matter. He gonna cut it up anyway.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying.
I mean, early on, I don't know why Cameron blocked me on Twitter. Like, I feel like 20 years ago, a nigga blocked me on the state. But like, I would say like the early, I'm
Sure.
blocked on Twitter. Like,
Cameron blocked you on Twitter. It's crazy.
Make sure y'all like clip this one up and tell Joe Cameron to block Joe. I'm blocked Joe. Man, especially being a bigger guy, man, I've always respected bigger dudes that can get busy. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we want a black man to be healthy, get your checkups, right? But like, I've always been a bigger nigga, so I've always appreciated bigger niggas that get fly. Cause it's hard for bigger niggas to get fly. You know what I'm saying? So like, early on, I'm not saying the niggas was fat, but like early on, just seeing niggas with big stomach going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, everybody I mentioned earlier, like Vic Lloyd, Alzo, like it was kind of cool to see everybody like showing self-expression. You know what I'm saying? As far as like just getting fly, like being themselves, like tatted up. It was like some rocker shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on some like like the big phone, LV pouch, like niggas was going crazy. So it was just like, it was kind of cool to see that. I've never had seen that shit. And it was like the rise of all this early streetwear shit. So that was cool on that side. I think, I don't know, man. Like that's a great question as far as like, it's like really just, you know, like my big bros in Chicago and fucking, I don't know, like celebrities that get fouled, like early fabulous. Not the,
But I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't really go off no celebrities.
also just regular, so
yeah,
niggas,
I don't
regular
go off no
niggas.
celebrities getting fly. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
What, cause of stylist? Having a stylist?
Man, I know where it all come from. I know where it come from, man. So you know.
I don't know what nigga I want to hype on. Who your fucking Mount Rushmore right now,
My
nigga?
Mount Rushmore different, man. It's me.
Like, you gonna say Dapper
no.
Dan? I'm sorry, my bad. I love you too, man. I gotta get on
Jesus
cabin
Christ.
before. Man, like,
Jesus.
Nah, yeah.
like I, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, cause you know what's so crazy, y'all? I did back when I was like a writer, I did like an art complex in Fake Short Drive. I used to do these. I don't know if y'all remember this.
Boy, I remember the
Y'all,
article.
you know
Boy,
what I'm
I was
finna say?
pissed off at you, boy.
You remember this shit? I did an article.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I
You
did
said I was a writer. I'm over here laughing
Nah,
in my
for sure.
head. I didn't know
remember
that, Joe.
Writer, managed Lucky. Shout out to Lucky.
I was
Shout out
gonna
to
say,
Lucky.
he
That's a whole different
managed
thing.
Lucky
Now, I
first.
could talk for 3 hours of shit I did, but yeah, that's a whole thing, man. Shout out to Lucky. It was a whatever. But I did an article, and he up too. One day, Lucky tweeted, he the richest nigga from out west. Me and Lucky good. I'm gonna tell a movie about me and Lucky because for Love, that's my brother. But for me to stop managing him and we didn't even fall out. We just didn't answer the phone for like a week, and he became Lucky, one of the biggest rappers in the world, and I became Joe Freshgoods. And we just still good to this day. About a year ago, he tweeted, "I'm the richest nigga from out west. I'm richer than Pat Beverly." He said some shit.
Richer than Pat Beverly.
Yeah, I tweeted him back. I said, He like, so I want to tell you, Lucky, you won. I said, I'm your close friends. Shout out to Lucky, he having it right now. What was I talking about though? What was I finna say?
Nah, man, whatever you want.
Fuck I was finna say. Oh, article, the
Yeah,
Fake Short Drive article.
yeah.
So it was a point in my time where I was just, you know, I consider before all this clothing shit, like I went to school for like as a writer. Like, you know, that's why it kind of shows up in my storytelling because I just love like writing. You know what I'm saying? So I did an article. I think Complex or Fake Short Drive asked me to do. It was on Complex, but the best dressed rappers in Chicago. This had to be like
I do remember that.
2013.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that.
Woo! Niggas was pissed.
I know it. Yeah,
He
a lot
took
of
some
niggas
heat.
pissed.
He took some heat for
And
that.
again, I still stand by what I said. Like,
Yeah, a lot
nigga,
of
do
niggas
you know
pissed.
who number one was?
I think you put.
Now, well, let me see, cause that.
So I remember who was above us.
Yeah,
So
I need to find that shit.
you had Treated. You might have had Cool Kids up there. I feel like, as far as individuals
Yeah,
that I like do what they do, I don't know if Mickey was above us or below us.
that's what it was. That's what it was. That's what everybody. That's what they made everybody mad. I think I had like Kanye and Mickey.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what it was.
So,
It was some shit like
see, people crazy because they don't understand Mickey,
Yeah, Mickey get busy.
right? They don't understand Mickey.
And
You
it's
know what
like
I'm
20.
saying?
Listen, it's 2013, so niggas
Mickey is
big
cold.
snapback, like you know what I'm saying. But
Like-
no. And again, like
Yeah.
but no, I caught a lot of feedback, negative feedback
You're
for
gonna
that
always catch feedback.
Yeah.
With that's why I hate the list, man. I hate that question.
Yeah.
I think it's cliche. I hate when he said it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
The-
saying?
the
Just keep it in
Rushmore?
the buck because it's a conversation thing. And it's no right or wrong.
shit. Yeah.
So it's actually like a beautiful piece to get niggas to go, but it's no right or wrong. Who I think is slick ain't slick to him and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It is subjective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The thing that I do agree with is when you see niggas and you be like, I know where you got that from.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
And that's the story of my life. I break the shit down like, okay, that's Ye 13. You know what I'm saying? That's for real 09. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you still dressing like Hove in 06. But I just want to make sure we touched on just all your accomplishments, man, because it's major. I see the interviews you do, and our job is to have conversations that you usually don't have. That's why we don't want you to sit back. You ain't got to be political with us. Can't nobody cancel you. Can't nobody cancel us. You know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate that.
Just say what it was. We celebrating you. You know what I mean? I just think it's super dope what you're doing. I'm glad you waited, you know what I'm saying, because you get to promote the
Yeah,
the
for sure,
business,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? And the collab shit you've been killing, man. Congratulations, bro. I want you to keep doing this shit because we got to do a better job of just Chicago. Motherfuckers before us, man, I feel like they did it, but they didn't do it the way they were supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Ghetto Runways is Chicago. Joe Freshgoods is Chicago.
I think it's like
you know what I'm saying?
I look at this like being a parent, right? My parents watch all my stuff, so don't get offended when I say this, mom and dad. But like, I think we want to be better than our parents, so we can be better. You know, it's just a trickle down effect. So it's just I appreciate all the game I got from my, and I think for me, I just sat back in a cut. Like I'm a very observant person, man. So I like, being around all these amazing men and women in Chicago coming up, being like a fly on the wall, 20 years now, I've been able to like, take that from that person, take that, do that, you know what I mean? And build my world and just honestly just do, what am I trying to say? Like I keep saying y'all, I'm just in love with the ownership of this shit though. Like I feel really good. Like I wish I could have, either we was gonna do this here or do this at my headquarters though. But like, I love that whenever I bring somebody and they see like my headquarters, they be like, damn, it's like, and it just, for me, it's just like, I think as, being around all these great people and seeing all these stores come and go, it's just that I just want us to have more to show for it, We're in this weird era now, right now, where stores be closing, niggas be going out of business, don't even be saying shit. And I hate that about what's happening right now. Like, no, nigga, have a big ass going away party. It ain't embarrassing that you gotta close. That should be bugging me out though. But with that, it's just like, it just made me a smarter businessman and understand like, let's just try to actually build the business of this. And like, it's deeper than just like that's why I don't even really do like, even with the shop, it's just like shop, I'm gonna start picking up brands. Like this is an ill ass designer.
I was gonna bring it up too. I bumped into him last summer in Paris.
Cold.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna be carrying back to leaders days, man. I'm gonna be carrying stuff that from my resources from around the world. But like, I just, it's and before, again, I ain't gonna say no names, but I keep saying I'm gonna say no names, but we're about to start having a lot of out of towners come to Chicago and set up shop. Right? We're starting to see that. So it's just like, I want niggas when they come in town feel like they we got a lot of stores that's still around right now. But for me, it's just like, I personally can't sit back, have these niggas come up my city and not try to get them good taste. It's like, I ain't if. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's like, yeah, man, I want you to come in and feel good, man. So we had the West Fest the last 3 days in the shop, booming all weekend. It was good. So I really just, to your point, like, make sure that, this space is for all of us. You know what I'm saying? I want motherfuckers to be like I love those New York stories where the nigga that used to work at A-Life, now he working here. It's just like I'm still all Chicago. Like, I'm still leaders. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, I still got this shit all tatted on me. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just like, I want everybody that I work for to be like, I can't believe that nigga did that. Like, even me now. It's like, I'm hoping that the people that work for me, I want to see them have their own store in 10 years. That should be kind of ill. It's like, that's not even some hating shit. That's ill.
It's gonna happen.
It's
gonna happen.
Hopefully these new kids are kind of terrible.
Yeah.
You just don't want to work. They just want to be content creators.
They fried. Man, I think this is a super dope, man. Just again want to say congratulations, bro. Keep killing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is rooting for you. Our home is your home. We Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Everything you're doing is of been touching is just it's been a home run, man. I think we should end it like that. Ghetto Runways. Peace.